Hey, my friends, stop comparing yourself. These 4 words can change the way you live. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling light, free, and excited about the day ahead. You do not spend a single moment worrying about what others have, what others do, or how others look. You only think about what you will do today and how you will grow. That feeling is possible. It begins the moment you choose to stop comparing and start living your own life. When you open your eyes, you see the world in pieces. Color, sound, and faces fill the day. From a distance, life looks like a parade of successes and smiles. People on television and in pictures seem sure of themselves. Friends at school or at work may seem to have everything figured out. Social media shows highlight reels. Advertisements show perfect lives. It is easy to believe that you are the only one who does not have it all together. This belief comes quietly, like fog creeping across the ground. If you let it stay, it will cover everything that once looked clear. Comparing starts small. It hides in thoughts that feel normal. You may think, why is she smarter than me? Why is he better at sports? Why do they seem happy while I feel lost? These questions are not bad by themselves. They become dangerous when they repeat and grow. When you ask the same questions every day, you begin to use other people as a mirror. You do not see yourself clearly anymore. You only see yourself through other people's lives. The mirror becomes warped and untrue. This problem is not new. For centuries, people have compared themselves to others. But now, the problem is louder. Phones and screens carry a constant stream of images. You can follow 100 lives in 1 hour. You see the best moments of many people, and your mind treats those moments as the truth of someone's whole life. This is not fair to you. It is not fair to them either. People choose what to show. They share bright parts and hide the rest. You are comparing your whole life, your real mornings and tired nights, with someone else's carefully chosen moments. It is like racing with only one shoe on and wondering why you are slower. When you compare yourself, your heart tightens. You may feel jealousy, sadness, or anger. These feelings do not help you grow. They pull energy away from your goals. Think of your energy like water for a plant. If you pour that water into other people's pots, your own plant will not grow. Grow your plant. Care for your life. When you spend time wishing you had what others have, you stop working on what matters for you. Comparison also hides your gifts. Each person has strengths that are their own. You may be kind in a way that helps people feel safe. You may listen in a way that heals. You may solve problems with a quiet mind that others do not see. These skills may not earn likes on a phone. They may not win praise in the loud places, but they matter. When you look at someone else and decide you do not measure up, you miss what makes you special. It is like walking past a small, rare flower and missing it because you are focused on tall trees. Another truth is that no one is perfect. The person who looks confident often hides doubts. The person who seems calm often fights storms inside. If you could see every life, you would find fear, pain, and struggle under many smiles. Yet you only know what people allow you to see. So comparing is based on incomplete information. It is like judging a book by its cover without reading the pages. The story beneath may be full of lessons and hardship. The cover may be bright, but the inside can be rough and honest. There is power in changing how you compare. The choice is simple. Either compare with others and feel small, or compare with yourself and feel brave. When you compare yourself to who you were before, you measure growth. You see your gains. You notice new skills, better habits, and kinder thoughts. Small improvements build into large change. A person who reads a few pages each day becomes wise over time. A person who saves a small amount of money each week may find stability after a few years. These are victories that only show when you pay attention to your own timeline. Growth is not the same for everyone. People grow at different speeds and in different ways. Some people bloom early, like a spring flower. Others take longer, like a tree that builds strong roots before it shows new leaves. If you compare a slow-growing tree to a quick-blooming flower, you may feel left behind. But time will reveal the tree's strength. Roots are not visible, but they support life for a long time. Many successes that seem sudden are the result of long, hidden work. That hidden work is real value, even if it takes time. Your inner voice is important. It shapes how you feel about life. When you speak kindly to yourself, you open doors. When you speak harshly, you close them. Imagine a friend who always helps you and never judges. That friend would make you feel brave and able. You must become that friend to yourself. Treat yourself with patience and care. When mistakes happen, speak like a coach, not a critic. Say, "I will try again," not "I am a failure." This gentle voice does not let you settle for less. It asks you to grow with love, not fear. Stopping comparison is a practice. It does not end in a single moment. You will catch yourself comparing sometimes. That is normal. What matters is what you do next. When you feel the pull to compare, pause, breathe. Remember one fact. You do not know the whole story of the person you compare yourself to. Bring your mind back to your life. Ask a better question. What small step can I take today? This question moves you forward. It changes energy into action. Small steps add up faster than you think. Gratitude is a strong medicine for comparison. When you look for what you already have, your life expands. You may begin to see loving people around you, skills you own, or moments that make you laugh. Saying thank you for simple things rewires your mind. Instead of seeing lack, you see plenty. This does not mean you stop dreaming. It simply means you build from what is real. Dreams must be nourished, and gratitude waters them. A grateful heart can work harder because it does not feel empty. It feels full of reason. Focus guides success. When you focus on your own goals, the noise of others fades. Focus does not mean ignoring others. It means watching your path. If you are learning to play the guitar, you will practice chords and songs. Watching a famous musician's concert is nice, but it will not teach you to play. Practice will. Focus turns possibility into reality. It gives your life a steady rhythm. When you practice, your skills grow. When you focus every day, your life moves in the direction you choose. There is also wisdom in choosing who you follow. People you surround yourself with shape your thoughts. If your friends praise too much comparison, your mind will weave it into your life. But if your friends encourage growth and kindness, your view will change. Choose people who believe in progress over perfection. Be around those who celebrate your wins and hold your hand through losses. Support matters. A community that lifts you will make your path easier. Seek those circles and give back. Help others when you can. When you celebrate others, you learn that success is not a single prize. It is a shared garden where many plants can thrive. Failure is part of growth, and it is not something to fear. When you compare, failure looks like proof that you are less. But failure is a teacher. It shows what to fix, not who you are. Each fall teaches balance. Each mistake shows a better way. If you avoid trying because you fear failure, you limit yourself. Try instead. Fail, learn, and rise. Over time, your failures will become stepping stones. The person who never fails never learns as much. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting despite fear. Every brave step you take makes the inner critic quieter. You gain confidence through action. Your life is shaped by choices. You can choose to believe that time is against you, or you can see time as your friend. Many famous people started late or took long detours. Some found their purpose in their 30s, 40s, or later. The dates on a calendar do not control the value of your life. What you do with the present moment matters the most. When you use today well, the future becomes a better place. Do not rush yourself because someone else seems ahead. Walk with purpose toward your goals. Mindfulness helps a lot. When you live in the present moment, comparisons lose power. The past is a story you can learn from. The future is a place you plan for. The present is where you act. Attention to the present reduces fear and regret. You can practice this by noticing small things: the sound of rain, the color of your cup, the taste of food. These simple acts keep the mind steady. A steady mind does not compare often. It sees what is here and acts on it. Think about creativity and uniqueness. People who create art, music, or new ideas do not copy another person entirely. They take pieces of influence and mix them with their life. A single idea is like a seed. Many people can plant it, but each grows a different tree. Your experiences, your failures, and your joys shape how you make that tree. When you stop comparing, your creativity finds its voice. You become original because you are not trying to be someone else. You are trying to be the truest version of you. Money and status can tempt comparison. The person with more money seems to have freedom. Yet money does not buy peace. Status may open doors, but it does not secure meaning. Meaning comes from work you care about, from relationships you nurture, and from time spent learning who you are. If you chase money alone, you may find it empty. If you chase meaning, you will find contentment even with little money. People who choose meaning often feel richer inside. That richness helps them stay calm when the world boasts and shouts. Safety comes from knowing your limits and growing gently. Do not push yourself to the point of harming your health. Growth needs balance. Sleep, rest, and play are part of gaining strength. When you see someone who seems to do everything, remember that they may sacrifice rest and then lose their joy. Balance keeps the long run possible. Think not about speed, but about distance. A steady pace wins many races. The goal is to continue, not to burn out. Teaching and helping others is a powerful cure for comparison. When you share what you know, you realize you have value. Teaching reminds you of how much you have learned. When you help a friend understand a problem, you show that your mind is useful. Helping improves connections and reduces the feeling of lack. It gives the heart a reason to be proud. Pride in service is deep and kind. It does not need applause. Visualize your own path. Close your eyes and imagine a road that only you walk. The road may wind, go up hills, and cross rivers. There will be rest stops and tough places. Along the way, you will meet people who join for a while, and others will go ahead. At the end of the road is a place that feels like home. That place is your full life, built slowly with your choices. When the road feels hard, remember why you walk it. The destination is not only a place of success, but a life lived true to you. That image helps when comparison pulls you away. Learning to say no is an act of self-respect. When you spend time on things that do not belong to your path, you lose time for your goals. Saying no to comparison means setting boundaries with your mind and with others. It may mean limiting social media time or unfollowing accounts that trigger envy. It may mean choosing activities that align with your values. Saying no is not rude. It is a way to guard your heart and energy. People who respect your boundaries often respect you more. Boundaries help growth. Forgiveness matters. Sometimes you compare because of past hurts. Someone may have told you that you are not enough. That message can live inside your mind like a heavy stone. Forgiving others and forgiving yourself lifts that weight. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It means choosing not to carry anger or pain as a guide. When you forgive, you make room for kindness toward yourself. You can then focus on becoming better, not on fixing old hurts. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward deserves note. If you learn something new, clap for your effort. If you help someone, feel the warmth inside. Small wins create momentum. They teach your heart to trust progress. Over time, they become large milestones. Years of small wins shape a life. When you celebrate, you tell your mind that growth matters. You change your view from lacking to building. You become a builder of your life, brick by brick. Hope is a bright companion, even when days feel dull. Hope whispers that things can change. It gives courage to start again after a fall. Hope does not promise a straight road, but it promises that effort matters. When you hold hope, you refuse to be stuck in someone else's timeline. Hope is a light in a room that comparison dims. Hold it close. Feed it with action and care. Finally, love yourself with patience. The world moves fast, but you do not need to match its speed. Your life will unfold in time. Be gentle when things do not go as you wish. Be brave when they do. Remember that every person you see has an inner story, full of choices, fear, and courage. When you stop comparing, you flee the space to write your own chapters. Your life becomes a book of small decisions that grow into a meaningful story. Stop comparing is more than a sentence. It is a way of living. It asks you to look inside, to measure your life with your own ruler, and to walk your path with pride. When you choose this path, life becomes clearer. You will find joy in small things, strength in slow growth, and peace in knowing that your time will come. Keep walking. Plant roots. Build slowly. Care deeply. Your life is yours to grow, and it is enough.